So what will you report back if you were going in front of your classroom now and they said, what was the most interesting part of what you saw, what you experienced, what you observed? What would you tell them?
Well, I thought it was really funny when the defense attorney was basically annihilated by the judge in opening ceremonies. It really made my day. It was really funny.
And here we are in a world where we can't see the trial, but we hear about the mess, the wreck that is Donald Trump. We're hearing about it from people who are in the trial, the reporters, and in this case, comedians cracking jokes about what it's taken to make him remain awake. When he's not in control of cameras, we find out who the mess that is Donald Trump.
There is an election. There's an election 6 extremely long months from now. So let me see if I can summarize where this race stands at this moment. The Republican candidate for president owes $500 million in fines for bank fraud and is currently spending his days farting himself awake during a porn star hush money trial, and the race is tied?
And while all of this seems hilarious and joke-worthy, in actuality, it's pretty sad that we have a leading candidate in the United States for president that is on trial, that does owe money for fraud. And it's absolutely crazy to me that so many Americans believe the narratives that this president, ex-president, continues to push, and they run with them.
Well, I'm going to say that one is a big question mark because he was a playboy before he became a president. So if he did, he did. If he didn't, he didn't. What's the deal? I mean, it's no different than somebody going out with a hooker in New York City.
Donald Trump has made a mockery of America's presidential election, or all the elections. If we believe that our democracy is stronger because of Donald Trump, then we are living in a world that is fanciful. Donald Trump has nothing to offer us except for ways to enrich himself and his family. Donald Trump does not care about anyone except for himself and his family. And maybe not all of his family, just the ones who are willing to tell the truth, his truth, which is he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. We should be very afraid, because while we want to laugh at the ridiculousness that is Donald Trump, we also know and see that this man was president. This man did win an election. This man can topple democracy, and Americans will suffer greatly, especially those who are already living on the margins, minorities, women. This is not a game. This country is in dire shapes. And unless we do something about it, meaning unless Donald Trump is taken out of this election, I don't know what's next for America. Because I've never seen in the history of strongmen a strongman have power, lose power, regain power, and give it away. If Donald Trump wins this election, there's no way he's going to walk away from the presidency unless he dies. He will try to figure out a way to contort the Constitution, and his followers will go along with it. We've seen him refuse to act when people were trying to kill his vice president. He watched as if it was a game. When violence was being brought upon not just the Capitol building, but America's seat, the democracy. Our entire democracy was under threat, and the president at the time, Donald Trump, was sitting back with proverbial popcorn and enjoying it. And this is who y'all want to be y'all president. I'm Mondale Robinson. I lost my voice, and it seems like America's lost hers too.